Lovely nobodies, I am back. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to every single one of you beautiful, lovely nobodies. I have missed every single one of you. I have spent a lot of time in solitude, a lot of time with my family, a lot of time in seclusion. Hopefully, I only have to do this disclaimer once because today's going to be intense, guys. I just know it will be, just in advance. So for those of you who do not know and you are here, I appreciate every single one of you who are here. But in April the 26th, my oldest daughter died on her birthday, Brianna. You guys know she's popped in on a couple of videos. If you guys have been following me since 2021, you've seen her. Brianna was in a car accident with her two daughters on her birthday in April, and they are 4 and 3 now, and they survived, and my daughter did not. It has been a journey. It has been very challenging. She's here with us today. She's on my altar. My beautiful, sweet Brianna. A very challenging time for myself, for Brianna's father, for her sister, for her brother, and for her daughters, for our entire family. Thank you to every single one of you who has shown up for me, who were there. My daughter died out of state. She was on vacation for her birthday, and she died back home in North Carolina. So this was a back and forth ordeal. This was a lot of doing memorials in North Carolina as well as Georgia. There was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of people that I came into contact with. I'm going to do this as quickly as possible, y'all, because I've been going for a while. So I feel like I don't owe you guys anything, but I feel like due, because you guys are very, very much a part of my life, my collective. You guys keep me going. But I want to say thank you to those of you who showed up. Some of you drove to North Carolina. Some of you showed up for me. Some of you called me. You prayed for me. Some of you guys have sent so many things for the girls, money for the girls, or helped out in some way when the memorials were happening. Some of you guys were making decisions for me. Some of you guys, you just were into a bunch of interceders. I appreciate all of you. I am not all the way there. I don't think anyone who loses a child, there's no timeline. I guess I'll say that. There's no timeline on my grief. I grieve every day. I cry every single day. You guys know that I'm spiritual, so I had to take these months to really process, because you guys know that I'm spiritual. So the first thing is I already feel the energy of everyone. I'm an empath. On top of I'm a medium, as well as I already feel the world. And then to actually have to kind of set to the side what the world was dealing with, to deal with my own stuff and my own trauma and my own pain and my own grief. It was very, very challenging as a spiritual person, because there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of the emotions were back and forth. How I felt was back and forth. It's just been very challenging. So I will say I appreciate those of you who showed up for me. I can't say anything other than I'm a different person now. There's no disputing that. There's no denying that. My gift is completely different. It's completely different. So many things. And I feel like throughout this journey that I have from this point forward, you guys will probably hear many things that surrounded that time. Maybe throughout, there's many things that need to be said. There are many truths that need to be revealed. There are many lessons that I feel that I've learned within these past few months, and I've experienced a lot of shifts. And I have not just gone through trauma in these past few months. I have gone through some amazing pivotal moments in these past few months. My life has changed in so many ways. It's been sort of a bittersweet year, because I've had amazing highs and amazing victories whilst going through this ordeal with my daughter. So it's been very challenging. So for those of you who know how to pray, effectively pray, who know how to put energy up to God, pray for me. And for those of you who are also going through shifts and going through your own traumas, a lot of you guys were reaching out to me. I was still doing some readings throughout that time. But I just feel like I was waiting on the Lionsgate portal to come, August 8th to come, and a lot of shifts happened for me last week, just literally in these past few days. And I honestly, you guys know me, when I go through something, again, if you guys have been here since even when I started the channel, you guys remember in 2021 when my mom died. I wait for God to show me when to get back on video. I wait for God to give me a sign, and God gave me a sign a couple days ago, and I am ready. I am ready to be available to you guys, because this is my gift. As much trauma as I'm going through, and I promise you guys I'm being consistent with staying healthy and meditating and paying attention to my mental health and paying attention to my family and paying attention to myself. Trust me. But this gift is within me, and there's no way that even this shift or this shaky place in my life, that it's nothing but death could keep me from doing this. So I need you guys to know that I love every single one of you. I want to move forward. If you have not already, subscribe to this channel. I feel like, especially now, like the energy is about to be amped up. The first thing is because my daughter's on the other side now, and me and my daughter always had these conversations because I've been this way for forever, and we would always talk about, like, you know, if I die or if this happens, I'll make sure to help you from the other side. Day one after my daughter died, when I say the types of downloads that I'm getting in, the types of truths about people that are now coming in, they're undisputable, they're undeniable, and my gift, even in a way, I'm very much more aware of my gift now because it's so much stronger than it was, which is part of why I've been in solitude so much, because it's a very intense energy. So again, pray for me. I have a little extra help from the other side. I am ready to do a reading with you guys. There has been so many things over these past few months that have come in. We're not going to talk about all of them today, but I know there's been a lot of overarching energies that I want to focus on. In these past few months, I have dealt with grief, of course. Grief is a big thing that has been an energy I've had to face and go through and move through with a lot of people. Fear, guilt, shame, sadness, feelings of loss, feelings of despair, feelings of prosperity, feelings of victory. I wanna touch on some of these areas because I know you guys have been feeling it. I've been tapping into my collective, whether I've seen you guys or talked to you guys or not. I know that you guys are part of why I'm here, right? You guys have allowed me to be able to tap into your spirits, and I appreciate every single one of you. I want you to know I'm always continuously praying for every single one of you. I'm always praying that this collective grows. I'm always praying that this platform grows, and I know that now more than ever it's probably going to grow faster than it ever did. And not just simply because of the death of my daughter, because of the effect of the death of my daughter and how I've seen it in my own life, in her daughter's lives, in our family's lives, and the people who were connected with my daughter. And again, even my ancestors since my daughter's died. There is just a lot of different shifting energy. So I want to get into this reading today really quickly. Again, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, if you have anything this video that may resonate with you, that makes sense to you, it's your story, like this video, share it with someone that you feel like it resonates with. If it's not you that this message is about, that's about 8 minutes. You guys know that I'm not big into schedules and the timing. You guys know y'all can click off whenever y'all want to. I don't know how long this reading is going to go. However, what I petitioned to God before I did this reading was, what do they need? Like, what do they need? And I feel like at this place in my life, and I know one thing about my gift now, this Christy, this version of me is no longer in a place where I'm okay with allowing any of you to be enlightened about something about yourself, enlightened about a truth that you know from within, and you guys like not move on it or not act upon that. Meaning I'm very vigilant about my people. I'm very vigilant about my collective now more than ever. Meaning when I bring out these messages, I really want y'all to start listening. I really want y'all to start moving on what you already know, what I'm confirming. I'm not telling y'all to move on anything that doesn't make sense to you. If these messages do not make sense to you, do not make a story fit for you that does not. It's not your reading. Click off, go find another reader that this reading that more fits your story. But I want you guys to really get what you want out of life. And we can no longer do that by acknowledging things within ourselves and not doing anything about it. About knowing a thing about ourselves and not really acting on what we need to do to either fix that thing about ourselves, shine a light on that shadow within, and clear that up. So accountability is a big thing that's been on my mind. But anyways, I petitioned the spirit this morning. God told me, I told y'all a couple days I was going back online, and I was getting back in front of this camera, and I was meditating today, and God showed me the yellow brick. This is a new laptop, and something with the camera on this laptop, every few minutes, if I don't like touch it, it tries to go dark. So I have to keep tapping it until I really figure out how to use this laptop. So what I was saying is I was petitioning spirit. I'm trying to figure out what deck they want me to use. Petitioning to spirit. What is spirit? What is God? What is source? I want you guys to know. And I'll ask all of you guys. I feel like some of you guys today, everybody here is not familiar with this. And I don't know if it's reading tarot. I don't know if it's spirituality. I don't know if it's self-healing. I just feel like a newbie. I feel like newbie energy is watching this reading today. Welcome to you. I love you very much. I appreciate you showing up in this space today. If you clicked on this reading, you didn't click on it by accident. So, this is a space of truth. I'm going to be a conduit in the spirit, a conduit in the light, because we don't play with nothing demonic willingly on this channel. We don't do it. We don't delve in darkness. We don't play with evil. We don't do that. Now, will we banish evil? Yeah, we can do that. Can we eradicate some forms of evil here? Absolutely. But we don't play, and we don't tempt with evil here. So in the light, I am a conduit here today. And what I want you to do, every single one of you beautiful, lovely nobodies, I want you to put your situation on your mind. Put that thing on your mind. Whatever is pulling at your heartstrings, pulling at your mind, pulling at your soul, I want you to put it on your mind, them on your mind, that person, that situation, that thing, whatever it might be on your mind. If it's your career, if it's money, put it on your mind. If it's your relationship, put it on your mind. If it's your children, put it on your mind. If it's your health, put it on your mind. If it's a family member, put them on your mind, okay? I ask that spirit use me in every sense that I have to be able to translate what messages that they have for you. I'm gonna tell you now that I got downloads before this reading, and I will really quickly expound on the download. God showed me the yellow brick road this morning, the yellow brick road. And then when, in my mind's eye, when God showed me the yellow brick road, I said, what does this mean? I was still waiting with the rest of my senses for more. They showed me a yellow brick road in my mind's eye. And then all of a sudden, it was as if it was like, follow the yellow brick road. Okay. So God went with me. And as I'm speaking about this download, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to lay out this reading. Again, put your situation on your mind, but I got follow the yellow brick road. And I try to translate that download. And what I was getting is there's an element. I want you to just go with me. There's an element, and we're talking about yellow brick road from the Wizard of Oz. Okay. Follow the yellow brick road. Such a catchy theme, such a catchy movie. I loved it. It was a childhood movie, but The Wizard of Oz is what was coming up in this reading. Follow the yellow brick road. Heavy Pisces is already showing up in this reading. So if you are a Pisces, this is definitely your reading. If you are connected to a Pisces, this is definitely your reading. Follow the yellow brick road. There's an element of deception to that yellow brick road. But why? Because Dorothy thought that she needed to follow the yellow brick road because the yellow brick road would lead her to the Wizard of Oz, who had the answer for Dorothy to get home. Okay, but we all know the true story about the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy takes this yellow brick road. She gets to the end. She gets to the wizard. She brings the wizard what he wants, and she brings the lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Man. And she gets there and she realizes that the wizard was a fraud from the very beginning. The wizard was just a guy who used all of this smoke and mirrors and this facade, so that I guess Dorothy would put her faith and her trust and to see him as more of an authoritative power that only he could get her home. But we all understand that Dorothy had those red slippers on the whole time. She had the whole slippers on the whole time, which means that Dorothy had upon herself, around herself, within herself, her own means to get home the whole time. It was when she clicked those ruby heels that she got home. I'll go even back to the Tin Man. The Tin Man goes through the story thinking that he needs to get to the wizard so that he could have a heart. But going through that whole journey with Dorothy, he realizes he had a heart the whole time. The lion himself, the lion takes the journey with Dorothy and the rest of these guys. He goes on the journey because he thinks that the wizard is going to give him courage. But he even gets to the end of the story and realizes that it was him that had the courage within himself the whole time. And then there is the Scarecrow. Scarecrow, he is very timid, and he goes to the wizard. I can't remember what exactly the Scarecrow went for, but it's the same story amongst the whole collective. They all realize that this yellow brick road that looks so beautiful and so golden and so attractive and so this path that has been set and designed, and another reason why Dorothy followed it is because not just because of its color. I feel like Dorothy felt like the yellow brick road, again, it was of some type of authoritative power to her. It was to her what she believed and she allowed herself to perceive as the only way that she could get home. And it led her kind of, not that Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion didn't learn things about themselves, because I feel like had they not taken that journey, they would not have been, they would not have come out on the other side probably as well as they did had they not taken that journey. However, I just need you all to know that there's an element again of deception to that yellow brick road. So if I translate that, it's just giving me, maybe some of you guys are on a path and you think that that path is the one that's going to get you to your intended goal. You think that the way that you're moving and the way that you are handling it and the way that you are going and the way that you are doing it is the way that it's going to get you there. For some of you guys, I'm just getting somebody's about to get to the end and realize that the wizard was a fraud from the very beginning. Realize that the person that they thought had the power from the beginning was never that person. They were a lie. They were a fraud. So that's definitely a theme of what I'm getting. But all right, so I pulled all these cards as I was talking about this yellow brick road. Take that as it resonates. The color yellow might be your favorite color. The Wizard of Oz might be something in your favorite movie. A wizard is in this movie. So again, you guys might be into spirituality, into tarot, into mysticism, into the occult, into, again, accessing God in other ways other than through religion, okay? I definitely feel that today. Really quickly, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heavy Pisces because of the High Priestess. We got the Ace of Cups reversed. I'm taking these cards today as they come. The High Priestess also in the reverse. The Hermit reverse, sign of Virgo. And the Strength reverse, sign of a Leo. Okay, I'm gonna tell you real quick the heaviest energies, and this is 3 major arcana. If you guys know tarot, 3 major arcana, and I'll put them in the upright so you guys can see what they are. The ones with the words at the bottom. You see how this one has like the Ace of Cups and this one has, these ones have words. Okay, major arcana in the tarot, these cards mean this is divine timing. This is God. This is God stepping in. This is God that has notice on this situation. This is God giving an allowance of whatever this energy is to come into your life. This is God putting someone on notice. Okay? Sign of Leo. Strength card, Virgo, Pisces. Okay? You guys might be those signs, or those might be the signs of people in your energy. Really quickly, I can see that there is a very heart-pulling, heart-breaking situation that's going on between you and someone lovely, nobody. This could be you and a group of people. But I definitely feel like the High Priestess in the reverse here with the Strength, it's almost like somebody is having to, it's like wondering, not necessarily who to trust. I feel like because the High Priestess is in the reverse, this card means that this is about trusting one's own intuition. This is about trusting your own discernment. But in the reverse, it's almost like something we are allowing, or you are allowing, lovely nobody, or you are allowing somebody else to put this energy upon you. It's like somebody is kind of like making you second guess what you know about yourself. Somebody's making you second guess what you know about a situation. Someone or something, or it's you with it, you doing it to yourself. There's something here that you are very, I feel like, stressed about, heavy burden about. And I feel like the funny thing is, and again, I'm going to put, all of these cards came in the reverse, okay? So because a lot of these cards in the reverse, it gives very heavily that the direction that some of you are going in is the wrong direction, okay? We need to flip these cards to the upright. And how do we do that? We need to bring about a sense of awareness from within, okay? Meaning, hopefully, God is going to show me through whatever way God chooses to show me. I just heard a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. The name Mary might resonate with somebody. What God is trying to translate here. at the very beginning of this reading, this is an Ace of Cups. The aces in the reading are the number one. This is new beginning. Someone, I feel like there's an opportunity for love. This card is an indicator there's an opportunity to allow love, emotion, vulnerability to come into a situation. And this is something that could begin new, to begin afresh. Because I feel like whatever is happening, this is something that I feel like has been going on for a long time. This is a behavior, a belief system, or something that someone has been moving in for a long time. Because of these major cards, it gives me that this is someone's foundational belief that's probably at play here. This is either someone that you've been with for a long time, loving nobody, and something is continuing to go on and nothing is moving. I'm going to clarify these cards with another deck in a moment. I feel a Tower coming. I felt the Devil card earlier. I felt the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords earlier. Those cards might show up. Definitely a Tower. What I am saying is that I feel like there's something that, because Strength in the reverse just indicates I do have an opportunity to have something fresh with this person, with whatever this is, but there's been a lot of bad blood here. There's been a lot of hurt here. There's been a lot of sadness and grief and loss here. And the Hermit indicates that somebody has been reflecting on this. So lovely nobody, I feel like there's somebody in this situation that has set themselves aside. So this could be if you in a connection with someone, just say, I just feel like there's distance between two parties. And if there is, and I'm just going to speak on just relationships and couples. So I'm going to put this energy in several different areas of your life, guys. Put it where it goes. 3:10 on the clock, that's my birthday. March the 10th is my birthday, and 3:10 is on the clock right now. So, confirmation. Relationships is probably one of the biggest things that's going on with you guys. If this is relationship, I am getting that there's a lot of unsaid. There's a whole lot of one of you feels a way that you're not telling your person, or you're not telling them in the way that they need to be told, or you're not telling in the way that you're truly feeling it. So meaning this could be some of you guys that are sugarcoating how you feel about your person. I'm getting heavily that. I'm feeling like there's a detachment and a distance between two people that I feel like you should be loving each other. I feel like there's a divine connection between a group of people or two people here. And I'm getting that, meaning God put us together, or God assigned us to each other. So for some of you guys, this is your family members. It's your like children, or your spouse, or your so the person that you married. It's like your family members, because this is major arcana. These are major players in your life, lovely nobody. There's an opportunity here to heal something. And I feel like it's to heal something that's continuously happening because of all these major cards. And I do feel like there's someone here that is like, I don't want to extend my hand again, because I know my hand is going to get bit again. I know that my hand is going to get bit. Now, we all know that the tarot is about the journey of the Fool. And I do feel like there is an element of fear to someone here, that if they open up themselves to this person, to this energy, meaning lovely nobody's it. I feel like there's a fear amongst the collective to where you feel like if you open up and you try this again, that you're going to get the same thing that you did before. And that could be a very real reality, or that could also be your belief system that you won't let go of, that won't allow you to change so that you can move differently, so that you can act differently. I will say this. I do feel like this. For a lot of people, for a lot of you guys, I do want to say this. And I'm saying this because this is, I can see, are people that we are married to. These are our kids. These are people that are major people. This is major cards over here. I am saying that there's something here that ain't severed enough to not try to fix this with whoever this is, because I just heard these are not Joe Blow people. Like, so I don't know if somebody's name is Joe. I'm meaning like Joe Blows. I used to have a boss. He would say that all the time, like Joe Blows. Meaning like this ain't no random off the street, whoever you're dealing with, loving nobody. This is somebody that you care about, somebody that you love, somebody that you have something with. Maybe you have property with this person. Maybe you have a business with this person. Maybe you guys have something together, or like children or family. There's something here that you guys have together, and there's an opportunity to clear up this energy, but somebody's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can trust you. I know what happened before. Now, I do feel like there are some, God has shown me like there's some real truths to this energy. Meaning, whoever you are that is hesitant towards maybe rectifying something with someone, there's real validity behind why you feel how you feel. Because they have shown you their hand 1,000 times. They have done it over and over, okay? And for some of you guys, it is your belief system that it will continue to happen when, well, from what I'm seeing for some of you, it was never going to happen again. Meaning for some of you guys, and I understand that hesitancy, that's why some of you guys are in the Hermit energy, the hesitancy to kind of like move on what you know that you could do to shift something, but there's this hesitancy because it's like you have no control from the other side. It's like, I know I'm coming to the table with, nothing behind my back. Nothing, I ain't got no sword in my hand behind my back, but I don't know if they do. So for some of you guys, I understand, I can see that energy, and I can see that some of you guys might have a bit of a struggle with maybe opening yourself up to trusting that something or someone in a situation is going to change. And that's cool. However, again, this is why the Ace of Cups is here, because God is like, all right, there's an opportunity for both parties, both sides, to kind of become better, for something to become anew, for something to become fresh again. Even how she's holding this cup of love, she's even holding it carefully. Because so whoever this is, Lovely Nobody, it's like, I love you, but you do too much. I love you, but I can't trust your ass. I love you, but it's like, you always got an ulterior motive. So you do got somebody around you, Lovely Nobody, that I feel like it's like they're not really going nowhere in your life. They're not going nowhere. And you remember earlier when I said I felt the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords? Well, there's the 9 at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that it indicates the 8 of Swords was here and the 10 of Swords is coming, because this is the card between both of them. And that cards indicate a lot of stress. It's a little bit of victim mindset, because this is somebody, you up at night stressed about this. Whatever this is, Loving Nobody, you up stressed at night. And nighttime is especially. So I do feel like something is haunting someone here. Something is haunting someone. And this is either something that you did to someone or something that someone did to you. And it's like the energy of somebody's not allowing this belief that this thing is not going to get better to go. There's a belief that, oh my God, and there's a bit of woe is me in this energy. So guys, be careful with what you are allowing yourself to continue to believe in, because it can become self-sabotaging in a way. If every day you wake up and you're like, oh my God, me and my wife are going to have a fight probably later. I just know how she is. I just know how, if that's your mindset and that's your belief, that's what you're going to get. Guys, the law of attraction, law of correspondence. Like, if energy can't be like you, there's no way that something can come into your life without the absence of your belief in it. It's like if the only frequency you are feeding is the frequency that me and my wife or my husband are going to have problems and issues, then that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get, because that's what you type to your computer system every single day. It's what you type to your programming every single day. It's through your actions, your behaviors, your thought patterns. A lot of you guys don't catch yourselves, and you don't slow down enough, and you're not quiet enough for long enough to really pick up on your own patterns. Some of you guys believe that your marriage or your relationship or your connection with your person is so severed, and that's your belief. That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to keep getting. So in order for it to get and allow an energy to come in that has not been there before, we probably need to start feeding that frequency that this is going to get better. I'm going to go in today and I'm going to respond differently. So for a lot of you guys, there's an element of, you remember when I said about the yellow brick road, there's an element of deception to how you are with your guard up with whoever these people are. Because a bit of it is, yes, I already told you, it is valid why you got your guard up towards this person. However, you and this person, or you and these people, either y'all got too much together, it's too much at stake for you to not allow yourself to change. Meaning, there's a part of you that thinks that you won't change. That's why you won't go towards them. It's almost like you're saying that this or that person or this or that situation won't change. I get a paycheck every week, and it's like all I have to do is pay bills, and all my money is going to be gone. I'm just going to be broke on Friday. And that keeps happening over and over and over again. And there's something in you that needs to click. Okay. First of all, you know what you make. Is there an opportunity to work more hours where you work? Is there an opportunity to take something creative from within yourself and make a stream of income for that? There's no more like acknowledging things are wrong, guys, and things are not happening and things are not moving, or this person or that person did this or that and we ain't doing nothing about it. What are you doing? And I tell my client, I've told some of you this a lot, and I say this a lot to people. It is none of your business how people treat you. It is none of your business how people treat you, lovely nobodies. It is your business how you treat people. So I'm just getting this energy of like, there's this stressful energy here with you and someone. And some of you guys, this could even be showing up in your bodies, because the strength card in the reverse with this high priestess in the reverse, it's like some of you guys could be, meaning this energy that is going on between you and your family members, or you and people that you love, or you and whatever this business is or partnership that is that you have with someone, it's affecting someone's health here. Strength in the reverse indicates a lot of this is either unhealthy eating, this is either stress eating, this is like we definitely have something going on with our body systems of our bodies. This could be nerves, this could be things of the blood. There's been something that's been going on that is a manifestation of what you are. I feel some of you guys are refusing to lay your sword down in a situation because you don't trust the other person or the other side. But there's a level of you that's not laying down your sword because you don't trust yourself either. You don't trust that when you see them do what they do again, that you will move how you didn't do before. So I'm going to clarify these cards. I want to see what these cards are signifying. This is Aces of Cups. Meaning opportunity here for love to come in. And you guys are rejecting it. You guys are not responding to it. There's somebody that's holding back from doing this. Lovely Nobody is the Chariot. Cancer energy. I already told y'all, water energy heavily. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The sign of Cancer comes up, not the sign of Cancer. The Chariot card comes right after the Lover's card, and the Lover's card is the sign of Gemini. Cancer, the Chariot card is the sign of Cancer. But so I'm getting someone that is either born in Gemini or Cancer season, or whatever the situation is that we may be coming to you about today happened during Gemini and Cancer season. So between May and July, this could have just occurred. Okay, these series of, I'm just hearing, unfortunate events possibly could have just recently occurred for some of you guys. And I just heard karma. That Alicia Keys song is playing in my head. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. Okay, so karma. So somebody might be receiving karma. The Chariot card does indicate a method of travel. So some of you guys could be having issues with your cars, or things that have to do with travel, or things that have to do with traveling in a vehicle and things kind of going awry, or things happening weird around the vehicle. If you guys are experiencing that, that's part of this energy that you're tied up in. The other thing is the Chariot card is the card after the Lovers. It's the card after we decide whether we want to stay or do we want to stay together or do we want to separate. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is heavy relationship. I'm not picking up on so much business. I'm picking up on relationship for sure. Romantic relationships. So this is husband and wives, or those of you who are in connections with other people, romantic connections with other people. I feel like there's a need to move forward in a situation, but somebody's hesitant. Page of Wands. Reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's the first fire, along with the Strength card. It's the first fire energy that I've seen under this love card. So I do feel like Lovely Nobodies, you do have yourself a very impulsive energy that you're dealing with. Page of Wands does indicate a younger energy because it's a page. It's not a king, it's not a queen, it's not an empress or an emperor. It's a page. It does give me that someone has a very either young or immature, or you feel like this person, Lovely Nobody, is not responding as maturely in this situation as they could, or this is you that is not responding. And I don't care how old you are, guys. I don't care how old you are. This could be the energy of somebody that is, has a child, and you and your child are going through energy. This could be some of you guys that are in connections, and there's stuff that's going on, and when stuff goes on, your person acts completely immature. They do impulsive things, like maybe they get in their car and they leave. Maybe they get in their car and they leave. That's another, meaning a person in this energy, because it's like we are supposed to be loving each other. There's an opportunity for us to love. However, you done jumped on your little chariot and you kind of out of here. And it's very impulsive. So I am getting that someone has an issue with dealing with adversity with your person. And this would be the person that you love, the person that you're in a connection with. And it's like the moment that you hear something adverse, you're ready to leave the conversation. You're ready to leave the room. You're ready to keep it moving. And I just don't know how effective that's been for you, Lovely Nobody, because according to these cards, Spirit is showing me like that's what they always do, Christy. Every time they go through something, like they just separate. One person go this way. One person might do something impulsive. And even for some of you guys, this could be like some of you guys like have a fight and then somebody goes and stays with their sister for 2 weeks. I just saw that. I don't know who's doing that. It's like you guys get into a fight and somebody goes stays with their bestie or their best friend or their homie for like a week or two. Like, that's crazy. You guys need to figure out, because you guys are under contracts. It's like we are operating in these emotions and feelings, but you guys, spiritual warfare is real. You guys cannot be operating on this earth thinking that the moves that you make don't affect your entire world around you. All of us carry a frequency. Some of you call it a vibe. Some of you call it a je ne sais quoi. Some of you, whatever you want to call it, you are carrying that. And if you think that the people tied to you and around you are not picking up on that, you're very sadly mistaken. So what I'm saying is I see that someone here in a relationship, I feel like again, when it comes to stressors between you and your person, and there stresses between you and your person, somebody's not handling this properly. So it's one or both people that are stubborn, that don't want to handle stuff properly. You don't know how to say I'm sorry. You don't know how to go and rectify a situation. There's not a lot of critical thinking here, because whoever this is in this reading, it's like you immediately go to completely throwing out what you know from within, completely throwing out what your soul is telling you, ignoring it, and you're just going based on what you're feeling. You're just going on your I said this to someone the other day. We have to be very careful on making permanent decisions with temporary emotions, and that is what I'm seeing here. Some of you guys make permanent decisions with temporary emotions, meaning some of you guys have hurt a lifer. The Kardashians just popped into my head, so some of you guys might like the Kardashians. Some of you guys could be any of those names: Kim, Khloe, Kylie, Courtney, Chris. Those could be any of your names. They just popped into my head, but it's almost like there's this energy of it's like so much adversity, but you know that this person is a lifer. It's like there's so much shit going on between me and that person, but then it's like, for me, it's like God is like, yeah, but that's your mom. That's your husband. That's your wife. You know, that's your child. You know what I'm saying? That's your business partner. You guys have a business together. It's almost like whoever this is, Lovely Nobodies, is a lifer. Is somebody that I feel like is not going anywhere. You will be, whoever these people are in this reading, you will be forever tied to them. And I feel like there's a nudge from spirit, and they're just like, hey, I don't know how long you think you can keep this little facade of whatever is going on between you and this person, but you're not going to be able to do it. The Queen of Swords came in the reverse. A lot of your cards are coming in the reverse today, Lovely Nobodies. So I feel like a lot of you guys are being, I'm saying, very resistant to what your soul is telling you to say, how your soul is telling you to act, what your soul is telling you to do. This Queen of Swords confirms that. She comes out in the reverse. This is a bitter air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius possibly could hold that sign. But it's a very bitter energy. And whoever this person is, this is the type of person that tells people that they're insecure. This is the type of person that is a narcissistic feminine energy that tries to lead with control and tries to lead with her words, and tries to lead with, I just heard double talk. So some of you guys might be dealing with the double talking energy. So someone who might present themselves one way to one person, and they're meaning like, oh God, who is this? It's like there's a feminine energy here that I feel, and it's like you play both sides of the fence. It's like there's a feminine energy here that I feel like you're telling this person this, and you're telling this person that, and you hope that they never come together because they're really going to figure out the truth. You're telling one person this, and you're telling one person that. So some of you guys might, because we're talking about love and relationships, there can be possibly third-party situations going on here. I'm not saying everybody here got a side piece in their marriage or whatever, but I am saying that there is a third energy that is between you and the person that you do love, loving nobody. So it's either a third person, somebody that don't need to be in your business, in your marriage, in the situation that is, or it's like there's something that's keeping you and your person from being as tight, as loving, as cohesive, as working together as you guys could. That's what I'm trying to say. And there is a feminine, nasty energy in the middle of all of it. And whoever this feminine energy is, I will say whoever this feminine energy is, I feel like for a lot of you guys, moon at the bottom of the deck when I say that, Pisces, Cancer energy again, heavy Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That is a suit of cups, and that is a suit of emotions. It's the suit of our desires. It's the suit of our vulnerabilities and the hidden spaces of our emotions that we're having a hard, or that we might be facing a challenge with. And because these cards keep peeking out, and even the King of Cups is right behind that, I'm telling you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male or female. A lot of water, or these things could happen around, the next water season would be Scorpio. So something could be coming around Scorpio season as well. Some of you guys could be a Scorpio or dealing with the Scorpio. Emotion is heavily tied to this. So I'm saying that there is somebody here that is putting up a facade, and you're saying things like, I don't care, and it is what it is, and I'm standing on that, and I don't care, and putting up this wall. But Spirit is showing me in your soul space, in your psyche, you heard about this. You hurt about what you did to this person. You're hurt about what this person did to you. You're hurt that this situation is not rectified. You're hurt that you're not able to love and be loved in this situation how you want to be. And that's just the truth. All right, Four of Wands. Now, this indicates a karmic soulmate, okay? So I do feel like somebody here might be dealing with a karmic energy. So, I mean, literally, some of you guys could be married to a karmic soulmate, meaning someone that was brought into your life to probably teach you a lot of life lessons, but then to move on from your life. They were brought into your life to teach you a lot about yourself, meaning like the lessons that you learned with this karmic soulmate. Somebody could also be born in the month of November, because this is an 1111 card. 1111 breaks down to the number 4. So this could be someone born or tied to the month of April or November. Also, yeah, I'm getting that somebody might be tied to a karmic, or maybe you feel like you are tied to a karmic feminine energy. And I'm telling you, whoever this feminine energy is, it's almost like somebody roped you into even marrying this person. And meaning like when you, maybe your choice or decision to even get into this relationship with this person, or to even marry this person, you went in with reservations. You were already hesitant about it, and you did it anyway. So somebody, I do feel like, is going under some type of karmic judgment right now. The judgment card might even show up in this reading. But I feel like there is this energy of needing to release ourselves from this belief that however this marriage or this connection with this person is going needs to go a certain way. And I'm saying that because there's a lot of major cards here. So somebody's belief system is in the way, meaning the way that somebody is structured to believe. It's like, and I'm kind of seeing spirit is showing me like parent-child dynamics. It's like you could be, let's just say 55 and your child is 35, and in your mind it's like, I am your mother, or I am your father, and you are going to listen to me. And it's like that person is also an adult. That person also has an opinion. That person also has a perspective. So I do feel like there is this energy of someone that feels like, because of either your title or because of who you are to somebody, that you feel like you have, I don't know, more authority, more power. And I feel like spirit is just saying you need to really check that belief system, because I feel like you're self-sabotaging by doing that, because you could learn something from this younger person. You could learn something from this younger generation. Maybe you could learn something from a younger energy or someone with fresher eyes, because they may show you a different way to go about trying to get where you're doing. And as I say that, the Lover's card is the one that popped over. Y'all just heard me tell y'all that the Lover's card is a card that comes right before the Chariot. And it came in the reverse. It's do we stay or do we go? And it's under this Hermit card. So somebody's been wondering, like, over and over, do I stay in this relationship with this person? Y'all been going back and forth, back and forth. Do I stay with them or do I go? Like, we keep going through this stuff. We keep going through the drama. We keep going through the rigmarole. This person is not understanding me. This person is impulsive. They do impulsive things. They're not listening to my perspective. There's a whole lot of that. That's a sign of Gemini. And I already said that. There's definitely, I feel, a Gemini female in this reading. Heavy also. Tell me more, Spirit, about this Hermit card. The World. The World card. The World card is the last card in the major arcana, and it's the end of a journey, and it came in the reverse. So this is like God has already been on y'all about ending something with someone. God has been on y'all about ending this behavior, ending this war, ending this duel, God, laying your sword down. God has been on some of you about fixing this with your person. God has been on some of you about leaving that person and walking away because it's so toxic and you're going to lose your life by continuing to be with this person. For some of you guys, it's like both of you guys need to fix your behaviors, because I can see deep down inside, really, the two people here really care about each other, but there's outside things that each one of you are dealing with, and you need to deal with those things so that you can come back together fresh. So that's for some of you guys. Some of you guys, there's an ending. This is the World card. It indicates a journey that needs to be completed, that needs to end. What is this ending that needs to happen? This is about the Lovers. And these all came in the reverse. The Hermit was in the reverse, the reflection. It's the seeing things from the higher perspective. The Hermit requires for you to go get isolated, go into solitude, maybe fast, maybe pray, and you talk to God and you listen for God and you petition God for whatever situation you have. And when you come out of that hermit space, you should have more enlightenment. You should know what to do, okay? Somebody comes out of hermit mode and you still don't know what to do. You're still not leaving them, or you're still not correcting yourself, or you're still not changing your belief system. You're still not, you're still refusing to bend or budge in a situation. And I feel like God is like, all right, I'm going to clarify that World card in a minute, because I feel like that's a warning for some of you guys. I want to clarify right now. This World card is indicating that God is holding up someone's next journey. It's because this is a world. I already told you the cards with the words at the bottom. This ain't no 2 of nothing, no 3 or 4 of nothing. This is the world. The world, I already said, is the completion of a cycle. This is you guys understanding no more for me. I'm ready for a new path. I'm ready to believe differently. I'm ready to start acting differently. I'm ready to move through life in a more effective way. But this is in the reverse for you. So some of you guys keep teeter-tottering back and forth whether you want to be a good person. Some of you guys are keep teeter-tottering back and forth. I don't know how I keep saying teeter-totter. Maybe some of you guys use that term. You keep going back and forth as to whether you want to extend your hand to, your husband or your wife. These are people that you guys don't have time to play around with. And they're making me say this so forcefully now. And it's like somebody has some real energy and some real smoke behind what you feel in this situation. But I'm telling you now, there's an element I feel of how you believe about this that is holding you up. After this card is the Fool card, it's the Zero card. It is the fresh start. It's a new journey. So for some of you guys, your new journey is not beginning because you need to complete the one that you're in. You need to do something to complete whatever needs to be completed right now for either you and your person to move forward, for you and your person to split ways, for you in this situation to become new and fresh again. And only you guys know how to fix this. Why is the Strength card in the reverse? We're almost done with this reading, y'all. I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. Because this is the energy that I've been feeling. A lot of you guys have come to me for readings, and this energy has even popped up in your readings, okay? Same energy. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, okay? I think this is November. Again, more November energy, more major arcana, and that's an angel with red wings. So I'm telling you, some of you guys, I just heard God, but you don't act like God. Okay, so temperance does require balance. This is 2 balance cards. Both of these cards literally indicate balance, okay? This card, I'll tell you about the Strength card. The balance in this card indicates, you see her, she shows up as almost an angel and almost a lion with this lamb. This card indicates that you need to know how to stand in your power and be forceful and be mighty. And you need to know how to sometimes give and bend and extend your hand and have, I just heard bipartisan conversations, or, these come together conversations. I just heard come to Jesus meetings. You guys might do that or use that term. But it indicates balance. She needs to understand, first of all, this is a little lamb. So some of you guys, there could be a child involved in this situation. But it's almost like you need to know how to be a calm lion even around this lamb. And this angel, you need to know how to be the lion when it comes to protecting this lamb, if you had to. Same thing with the Temperance angel, balance. She's pouring out of both cups. And I already told y'all that cups in the tarot indicates love, emotion, feeling. So somebody does have an emotional imbalance here, and I feel like it's like emotions spilling all over. And when emotions spill all over, there's people here that are doing stuff impulsive. I do feel like somebody here is trying to, because we got now at this point, we got 2 angels in this reading with red wings. Some of you guys are abusing your power. And the Spirit just showed me Donald Trump. When Spirit shows me Donald Trump, it's my indicator that someone is abusing their power, okay? These 2 angels, literal angels that have red wings, give me the energy that somebody knows. It's like that you got divine power. You know that you got God in you and on you. I just heard the words. So some of you guys might be religion or part of the Christian church, and you read the Bible, or you maybe read the Quran or religious texts or things like that. It's like the word. It's like better, but you won't choose to do better. It's like that you're an angel. You know whose team that you're supposed to be on. But it's like for some of you guys, you're willfully playing for the other side. And you guys got to be careful with that, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, y'all's health is about to be an indicator of this. Meaning, and I'm just being real with y'all, some of you guys are gaining weight. I feel like some of you guys' karma will be gaining weight, okay? Because I can see that somebody has an imbalance even about what they're taking into their body. It's like they have an imbalance, and it's almost like, no, not that much, or you're already full, or you already had enough alcohol, or you already had enough something, and you're taking more. So somebody, I do feel like you're very imbalanced with even what you're taking into your own body right now. Last card in this reading is the Page of Pentacles. Now, I feel good about that card because this is an offer. It is a page, so it's an offer. So I do feel like whoever this is, if this story or this situation resonates with any of you today, we're ending this reading under this Temperance angel, because they're telling y'all, hey, chill out, calm down. There's a way to fix this. There's a way to balance this out. You pour to them, maybe they'll pour a little bit to you. You give a little, maybe they'll give a little. And that's what you're kind of hesitant in doing right now, because this person already hurt you. Lovely nobody. This person already did something. You guys have already been here before. But again, this Page of Pentacles does indicate there's an opportunity for togetherness. There's an opportunity to come together. So I don't know if this is Spirit saying, lovely nobody, you're watching this reading, reach out to that person. Reach out to them. whatever it is, and whoever they are, whatever it is, it's been haunting you. It's been on you. It's been waking you up at night. It's the very thing that you think about maybe first thing in the morning. It's this situation, these people, this person, this child, this whatever, this spouse, this marriage, this whatever it is. This Page of Pentacles indicates an opportunity to come together. It's an offering of togetherness. It's an offering of, it's like, let's come to the table and have a conversation. Let's come to the table and talk about it. This could be also someone coming to bring you something, lovely nobody. So if this stressor was actually tied to a physical, tangible things, Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So some of you guys could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very earthy energy coming in. The Suit of Pentacles does speak about the tangible things of life. So there could be somebody that's actually coming in and offering to you something. Some of you guys might be in relationships. If this is couples, this could be one of you, maybe Spirit saying, hey, take her out on a date so you guys can have a conversation. Or take her on a date so you guys can not talk about this at all and just have a night, just the two of you. Maybe this is Spirit saying, hey, reach out to that person and text them and just tell them that you love them. If this is someone holding something or someone from you, maybe they're about to bring them to you or towards you. Somebody's coming with something. Someone is coming with something, lovely nobodies. And I feel like it's up to you whether you want to accept this, whether you're going to allow this person, the opportunity to be able to try to make steps. I'm going to be very real with y'all. There's only one queen that came out in this reading and she came in the reverse. There's 2 pages here. So I do feel like I just heard baby steps. It's giving me the energy that someone wants a change. However, but because so much hurt, so much pain has happened, Spirit is indicating to me that someone needs to take baby steps. So maybe if this is for some of you guys that know that you're about to get out of something with someone because it's toxic, you feel like your soul and your heart is not in whatever this is, then maybe this is Spirit saying, okay, I need you to create an exit strategy for yourself. And I need you to move slow. I need you to slowly exit this relationship. I need you to slowly exit what this behavior, this belief system, if that's what it is. If this is like some type of addiction or some type of impulsive, behavior about yourself, Spirit is asking for you guys to take baby steps to slowly move away from that. And I'm going back to steps. Spirit is showing me the 12 steps. So some of you guys might have to, maybe some of you guys are already in recovery programs, or you're going to recovery programs. I'm getting there's an indicator that somebody has something that they need to go to recovery for. This could be something like Codependence Anonymous. This could be Narcotics Anonymous, Alcohol Anonymous. This could be someone like me that, is going through grief, like support groups, grief support groups. Some of you guys could be new parents, like new mom groups, things like that. It's like there's a lot of you guys that I feel like don't have support. And this is what I mean by that. Because there's so many major cards here, it indicates to me that you come from the type of family, y'all don't go to people for support. Y'all don't go tell people about your problems. We don't go to psychiatrists and therapists and things like that. I feel like a belief system is tied here with someone that's like that. And I'm just getting for you guys, if that's how you're believing, it's like you're not going to get to your intended goal. Because if you were, you would already be there. You would already be there with this person. Things would be working out. The situation would be working out. So I do feel like for all of you, we need to all search within ourselves. And it's like, what am I resisting? What am I resisting that's keeping this from working? Meaning on my part, on my side, because we can only do our side, what comes from our side and our part. What am I doing on my side and from my part what am I not doing that I could be doing to make this situation better? Okay. Some of you guys, I feel like your perspective is it's always happened that way and it's never changed. So I assume it's never going to change. So there's no need to do anything. But how does the world evolve that way? Because in that case, everybody thinks everyone is lying. No one is to be trusted. Let's just keep things the same because they're never going to change. So if you feel like people are not going to change, then there's an element of you that also believes that you're not. Because if you can believe that you've changed, like let's just say, for example, you guys have, stopped doing anything in your life. Let's just say you used to smoke cigarettes and you stopped smoking cigarettes. You changed. But you're sitting here saying like, oh, she done did this a million times to me and boom, boom, boom. But she's never going to change. And it's just like, okay, but that's, again, not a Joe Blow. You didn't just meet her 2 years ago. That's your child. That's your sister. That's your husband. Okay, you cannot move like that with this person. And that's just what I'm getting for some of you guys, lovely nobody today. I hope that made sense to you. This is the energy that I feel. You guys already know. My information is in the description box of this video. If you want to get a reading from me, reach out to me. You guys can follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, at lovelyknowbody. Also on Facebook at lovelyknowbody. I'm so glad to be back. I'm going to stop there because I could say so much more. You guys know that I could go all day. I want you guys to really... move on what you guys know about yourselves. Because whatever this energy is, there is a whole lot of things that have actually happened. But there's also a whole lot of people who these things have happened to, believing that these things will continue to happen to them. And I'm telling you, you're right in a sense. Because if you keep believing that, that's what you're going to keep getting. So I'm asking you to stop worrying about the fact that they are or are not going to change. You change. You change. That's what I'm saying here. You change. If you believe that people cannot change, then that means that you are never going to change. And if you're sitting here saying, I can change, and I've already changed, and I used to be this way and I'm not, then your theory is already debunked with your own words. Because you've indicated that people have the capability to change. And if they do, then that means that they can change as well. Okay? Do what you want with that. I love every single one of you. Again, I appreciate all of you. Continue to pray for me. I know that there were some cross watchers watching today. And I said that because, cross watchers meaning some of you guys didn't really come on here to get spiritual. Some of you came on here with ulterior motives, or maybe to just find out certain things, or maybe you came in to spy on your person in this reading. I don't know. But what I will say to those of you who are cross watchers, it's like, you're part of the reason why life is not necessarily moving around you, because you're so focused on getting... It's like, and I just heard the spirit is like, they the ops. It's like you're an op in a way. And this is what I mean by the ops. It's like you're so focused on the opposition when you should be focused more on yourself. And I'm not saying don't have an awareness of your opposition. I'm not saying don't have an awareness of people, and things that are opposing to you. What I am saying is you cannot lead with that belief in the opposition. You need to lead with, I know that I could face any adversity and move through that energy. I know that this is a person that either I love or is my family member or my spouse, and I know that whatever this is not deep enough for me to not change something within myself, and only you guys know what that thing is that you need to change. Even how I just cleared my throat chakra just. And I just grabbed this initial B. My best friend gave me this necklace for my daughter after she died. It's her initial B. So somebody might have the initial B in this reading. If you do, this reading is for you. I need you guys to know that Spirit is very heavily hovering over this situation. And I'm telling you, because these two angels have red wings, I am getting that Spirit wants you to allow them to fight your battles. It's like, let them be your spiritual warriors. And it's like, let them take some of that stress that you are either dealing with. So again, it's giving me that maybe some of you guys are praying about this situation, but then you pray and then you try to control it on earth. It's like you pray for it and about it to God, and then the next day you all in it, or you going through their phone, or you looking for information on this, and God is like, I thought you were letting me handle that. I thought you were letting me do that. Are you going to let me handle it or not? So I do feel like some of you guys need to know your rank. I just heard you need to know your spiritual rank, because there's some of these things that need to get done in your life with either yourself and within yourself, or with people around you and situations around you that only God can do, that only the spirits can do, that only your ancestors can do. Okay, so I'm asking you to activate your faith today, and I'm asking you to really search within yourself and really ask yourself, whatever this might be, is my belief system so rigid that I can't allow myself to stop thinking that way and believing that way, and pick up a new belief and begin to believe and think a different way, so that me and that person can have a better outcome, and me and that situation can work more effectively, and we can work more cohesively. We so hell bent on the other person becoming better and them fixing or acknowledging or whatever it is. Fix yourself, lovely nobodies. And I'm going to leave it with that. I love every single one of you. Pray for yourself. Pray for yourself to be open to whatever within you needs to change. And when God shows you it, and God might show you it very immediately through your person or your spouse saying, hey, I don't like your attitude. I don't like the way you talk to me, because I'm telling you, there's a feminine energy in this reading that you don't know how to use your words properly, and you don't operate as feminine when you act like that, okay? So I'm just saying things like that. Pray that God, that your higher power gives you the strength to really see yourself, and that when you do see yourself, that you are also willing to address the things that you see about yourself. Because there's no sense in being on that yellow brick road and thinking that all the power and all of the outside things are what can get you to where you need to get. It's like, baby girl, baby boy, you had the red slippers on the whole time. It's like, click your heels and get your life together. Click your heels and get that person out of your life. Click your red ruby heels and you learn to trust people. Click your heels and you really change that thing about yourself. Fix that addiction about yourself. Fix how you don't trust people. Fix how you communicate and how you talk to people, okay? Only you have control and have power over that. I just know Saturn is in retrograde right now, meaning a lot of shifts are about to happen. If you guys haven't started to feel them already, crazy shifts are about to start happening. So I need you guys to prepare for these shifts, and these shifts are not going to happen if you don't realize that the truth, that the way home, which is back to within, has been within you the whole time, okay? Stop looking outside of yourself for people to help you, save you. It's always been within you, okay? You've always had the power within, okay? Don't be like Dorothy. Don't think that you got to get to the wizard because the wizard is going to tell you how to get back home. You've known the way the whole time, okay? So I pray that every one of you gets back to yourself, okay? I love you. Have an amazing day.